Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, that's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Entertainment only, and absolutely, where on the heck do I start? Well, first of all, I'll start by saying thank you to all those that sent me some beautiful letters, beautiful poems, cards. In regards to sneaks, I'll pop the cards up shortly. So thank you for that. And I do have to share one of my absolutely lovely viewers over in the US made themselves their own mug. So love it. Thank you very much. Okay, so where on earth do I start today? I'll just pop those aside. I will put the cards up on my shelves behind me shortly. Where on earth do I start today? Well, first of all, I'll start that if I go missing in action, I do apologise. My mother's blood tests are not doing very well, and so don't know what the next couple of weeks is going to hold, aside from the unravelling in the US. So let's get on to a reading. Using the Runic Tarot. I do post a lot, especially over the weekends when I'm not on doing readings, in my post section. So if you go to Meister Tarot under any video or click on the circle that has this image in it, it'll take you to the main page, and then you can nip to the post section because I do put a lot in there. Okay, well, what am I looking at as I split the Runic Tarot deck? We've got Justice, and we've got those that are prepared to burn the place down to keep their secrets. And what was I going to read on? I was going to read on the news that has come out that apparently the Orange Twerp has made some sort of decision on Venezuela. Now, I've got some cards that have dropped there. Okay, what have we got? The target on his back as information comes out that is going to stop the plans. Plans are going to be stopped. Okay, so I'll just put those back in randomly, and then on the bottom we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and what was popping out the bottom? The Justice card as well. Things are really ramping up at the moment, not to say the least that the Orange Twerp has come out and said that he's indicated on Friday that he was drawing closer to a path forward in an attempt to cut the illegal flow of migrants and drugs. Got nothing to do with Venezuela at all. I have sort of made up my mind, as this is his quote, I sort of have made up my mind. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you what it would be, but I sort of have. On Air Force One, when a reporter asked him. Now, on Thursday, when the files dropped in the 20,000 odd files, was it 20,000 odd files dropped publicly, the Emperor went into hiding. Thursday afternoon, closed press. Apparently, one of the press members asked him about the emails. He yelled at them, told the press to get out, and then he fled to Mar-a-Lago. And looking at his schedule, there's nothing down for tomorrow. So let's have a look. I just want to have a look. And this, whatever he said, was said on Air Force One on his way to Mar-a-Lago. And we know the reporters on Air Force One are only those that are friendly to him. Okay, so let's have a look. Now, I also apparently reports came out. I do want to have a look at the hat burning fire in the Montana town that had their pedophile bonfire. I'll do that in a different reading. But White House staffers say that the Orange Twerp came out of an Epstein Files-related meeting with his lawyer today with streaks through his makeup. He knows it's the end, and it is when he is most dangerous. Now, I read the other day on Operation, I keep getting Operation Swordfish, but it's not. It's Operation Southern something or other. If you have a look at Operation Swordfish, then you will see exactly why my guides keep telling me Operation Swordfish. And interestingly enough, the trailer for the Nuremberg trials has come out. I'll again put that in my post section. The universe has divine timing and a sense of humour. But the 60 days that I read on last week, that I said, oh, hang on, it's been 60 days. It hasn't been 60 days since the Orange Twerp declared war. It's been 60 days since they started blowing boats out of the water without due process. But it wasn't the 60 days since the declaration. So, is to try and save his skin. Is he going to try? Is he going to demand that the military attack Venezuela? Let me put it that way. Is he going to? Is he going to? Right, allegedly, the White House, what else have I got? I'm looking at the Halfway Cafe on Substack. Apparently, according to an anonymous source, the Secret Service are also deliberating on how to respond if the Orange Twerp suddenly decides to go on a one-way trip to Moscow, Riyadh, or Buenos Aires, or somewhere else. So just be aware that there's a lot happening behind the scenes at the moment. So let's get started. Sorry it's taken me so long. I've got my cheat sheet there. Is he going to? Well, we've got the Judgment card. Two major arcana flopped out at me. Well, they didn't actually, they leapt out. The Judgment card. Well, it is a... Right, where do I go with this? So, with the two X's on top of each other, that does mean relationships, sacrifices, exchanges, contracts, etc. One on top of the other can also mean something that is fertile, but the Judgment card. Now, is that going full apocalypse now, or is that judgment against him? Because the second star, the challenge for him, is the Star card. Now, the reporting has come out. Remember that he absolutely gutted Jag about 6 months ago or thereabouts, and apparently there are reports coming out of military personnel consulting private lawyers because there is no JAG left for them to consult. So we've got the Judgment. Is this going full on napalm, and which basically destroys everything in its path? And the challenge being the Judgment, the Star card, the Star of Hope and Healing. This is going to be a really important step. Now, I did post also an article that said, well, you know, how do we get rid of this regime, in my post section, which basically said, get rid of Johnson, put in somebody else. They did say Liz Cheney in the article, but it doesn't have to be Liz Cheney. And then if you get rid of the Orange Twerp and Vance, Shady Vance, then whoever is the Speaker of the House is next in line. So that's going to be very telling as well. Okay, so we've got the Star of Hope, the best of democracy, standing up against the threat. Okay, let's see where this goes. At the foundation, we've got the Two of Pentacles. It can go either way. Usually the Two of Pentacles is the person standing in front of the turbulent sea with the ships on the sea. What have we got? 15,000 troops and a dozen or so naval ships in the area now. Very much juggling to make a decision about protection. It is very much about protection. But the figure that's doing the juggling is standing on one foot on a lopsided deck with stormy seas in the background and the ships in the background as well. So the energy stewing in at the moment. I don't think a decision has been made. I suspect it will come down to an irrational decision, depending on how the House votes over the next few days. The Six of Swords in the past. military build-up overseas, movement overseas, but this can also be a legal movement towards a new dawn, a new day. So we've got the Six of Swords here. It can be also, it is the overseas, it can be a fleeing card. So in the past, okay, right, thank you. I'm being reminded of the survivor that I believe was picked up by the Mexican Navy. This is, if it looks like one of those little boats that got blown up, it's got its swords of truth on it, moving towards this new dawn, this new beginning, this new revelation. Also, the family of, I believe, the Colombian little boat that was blown up as well have the leaders of Colombia have gone to the International Criminal Court in regards to Higgs, Rubio, and the Orange Twerp as well. So this is in the past. I think there is legal information that is coming off those boats that were blown up that is going to be be exposive is the word I'm getting, and that's not a word that exists, but whatever, I'll use it. Crowning the reading, strength, another major arcana as well. If you're wondering why I say that, there's 22 major arcana in a deck of 78, and they are cards that have huge power to them. So therefore, when you get a lot of them out, because they are in the minority of a deck and you get a lot out and their power is significantly higher, they mean a lot. We've got the strength. Now, this strength card, okay, is he going to declare? I don't know that he is. The strength can be a show of strength, but if you look at this card here, it is about a feminine strength. A feminine strength subduing the power of the polar bear here. See where this goes. The Knight of Pentacles. Solid. I mean, it is a military card, but it's not moving forward. Protection. Can be mercenary as well, but I'm not getting that feel. I'm getting the protection. I think this is when the military stand up. The second military card with that, so Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. The second military card is, again, not charging forward. Volatile information comes forward, not and sort of rearing up, not moving forward externally. Internally, investigation into the devil. So he would love it. He might order it because of this investigation that he's trying to keep under wraps. I mean, is that a telling image or not? That he wants to keep under wraps. But I don't know that it's going to come about. Five of Pentacles, cast out in the cold, abandoned, desolate, lost the battle. Again, look at this here. It's very much about lost the battle and left to one's own devices to pick up the pieces. So this is the hopes and fears. I think the military, this is going to be the military. Okay, the Eight of Wands, a lot of information coming out. The Magician, and about the manipulator, and the Wheel of Fortune turning. And then we've got the Five of Wands, which again is this screaming defiance while being tied up, and the High Priestess, secrets being revealed, coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major arcana about those that were involved. The Lover's card. Oh boy. And we've got the end of the cycle and planting the seeds towards this new beginning. Okay, if I'm talking about is he going to, well, we've got the Nine of Cups, which for me, I know the Nine of Cups is traditionally can be, the be careful what you wish for, etc. For me, this Nine of Cups is about secret dealings. I go by the image, the secret dealings that happen in the back room with the Seven of Swords, lies, stealing, betrayal, deceit, intention to attack. But we've got the Two of Swords, we've got the High Priestess, and we've got the King of Wands. Some sort of declaration, inspirational leader coming forward, the birth of something new, and she's got this wheel that's turning. It is going to be very much a crossroads moment as to whether it goes ahead. I think he may order it, but I don't know that it will actually go ahead. Will the military? Ten of Swords. Swords plunged into the ground and abandoned. And then the Eight of Swords, the arrest. And then we've got the King of Cups on the bottom, the new leader. Okay, pop that new leader, and then the Ace of Wands, new beginning, setting fire to all that went before. Okay, just a couple of cards. Is he going to order treason? Is he going to order betrayal, deceit, chopping the head off? Three swords in the back. That could be the felon, Shady, and Johnson. Is he going to order? Right, I'm going to stop there, pick up that one on the floor. And that one, Justice. Is he going to order? I don't think he, well, put it this way. If he does, I don't think he's going to get away with it. So Three of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Justice card. Actions having consequences, and then we have Temperance. Justice and Temperance. Speaking of justice, Kavanaugh is in those emails as well. Again, I posted that in my post section. Basically, discussion between Bannon and Epps on how to... oh, got a visitor. Let me bring this up. Give me a pud. Come on. In behind the chair there. Come on. Pud. Oh, nope, she's off. So, no, it's like trying to pick up a piece of mercury, a shimmering piece of mercury. She's very slippery. Email between release between Epps and Bannon discussing about how to compromise the Blasey Ford, and playing under the table. Okay, King of Pentacles, Lovers, Swords, trying to steal, the High Priestess, plan, but the secret's being revealed, and then Defiance and the Wheel of Fortune. He may, but I don't think it's going to progress. Let me grab another deck and have a look. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this deck. This is my deck. It was for sale through Etsy, but goodness me, with the tariffs, I've put the Etsy shop on hold. I mean, now apparently the tariffs on beef, coffee, and fresh fruit and vegetables has been removed. So, one can't keep track. Supposedly to bring down the cost of the groceries. Well, they only went up because he put the tariffs on. The cost of the groceries, the poverty card. Okay, but tell me, is he going to order the military into Venezuela, and what is going to happen? Okay. Yep, I think he is. The ocean, security, networks, flipping, the key, and the world. Well, that's an interesting first row in that we've got. So, okay, yes, destruction, breakdown. It is every drop in the ocean, but it can simply be on the waters. However, we've got the security and home card and the networks that cause a flipping that is going to be a key on the world stage. The networks here is and I know Danny Shea calls it the dog sniffing his butt, but aside from that, no, it's about networks. It's about connecting the dots. There's going to be a flip that is key on the world stage. Okay, it's going to be a lot of noise. We've got a female leader here who is loyal, or a female that is loyal. That's going to make a lot of noise, and I think loyal to the orange. Oh, let's see where it goes. Loyal to peace. Oh, that's interesting. So there's going to be some major female leader that comes out that is loyal to peace. Out and up. That's going to come out. Watch for a female leader. I don't know who that, whether it be a military leader or whether it'll be. Watch for a a female leader who will come out that is loyal to peace, strength, country, evil energy, rebuilding, and working together. I think he's going to actually, or work, giving help. Yeah, this goes. Is he going to happy with removing health? Bullseye. Okay, looks like a health incident is going to happen. Strengthen the country, I think, in standing up to this evil energy. And then we've got to start rebuilding on a community level. Okay. Hard work or digging the grave. Digging the grave and someone's getting struck down. Yeah. Contracts and documents, the darkness of it. And yes, I think this is the darkness of how the Constitution was distorted. Because I always get that the Constitution is up for a rewrite. He's going to be stopped. Small, the greed, convoluted, attempted flee with his wealth. As the gossip and secrets about the male leader come out, but no, he's going to be, I don't think he's going to get away. I've always seen he will attempt to flee, but he won't actually be able to get away. Yeah, the only card is the very first one that talks about, I mean, there are war cards, there are conflict cards, there are destruction cards. I mean, this is a struck down, and there's the destruction, but when it's next to the health, losing his happiness, well, happy face as somebody loses his health and struck down, and then we have to start, because the Constitution is under this really dark cloud with what happened, because you've got Kavanagh, who should not be sitting on who was the other one that the Orange Twerp put in? Was it Gorsuch? During his first term, shouldn't be there either, and neither should Coney Barrett. Neither should Thomas. I mean, who takes these people out of being the Supreme Court when they're not accountable to anybody? The Constitution is going to have to undergo a massive rewriting. Where did I put those cards? I think he will try. as a deflection, but I just don't think he's going to get away with it. I'll just grab the yes, no cards just for one last peek. Is the orange twerp going to order an invasion of Venezuela? There's 12 yes, there's 12 no, and 2 blank. And yes, I did make them myself. I just got blank cards. It's the same card that I write that on. It's the same cards that I did the samples for those on. Is the orange twerp going to order an invasion of Venezuela? Congress might have a few words about that. Is he going to order it? I'm not going to say those 2 cards are sticking, and it's a yes. Yes, and on the bottom, yes, he is. He is going to order it. Is it going to go ahead? Is it going to go ahead? Is the military going to attack Venezuela? It's one thing to be blowing boats out of international waters, which is highly illegal. Is the military going to attack Venezuela? There's a big difference between him ordering it and the military doing it. No, well, and 2 yeses again. Yes, yes. And no, yes, yes. Let's see where this goes. Maybe I need to ask the question. Will the military declare war on Venezuela? And you, okay. Will the military declare war on Venezuela? Oh, yes, yes, again. Do not like this. So I am seeing an explosion. Might only be one. A declaration of war. Will the US put boots on the ground in Venezuela? No. Okay, no. So it feels like it'll be started. It feels like there will, I hate to say it, feels like there'll be a missile launched or something, or missiles launched, because of boom, 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 one of those things. But I think that's all there's going to be. Entertainment only. Okay, let's see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care.